Hello and welcome back to Breeze Barbs. For today's video, I have decided to add some fall decor to my dollhouse. Most of the products or items that I will be using in today's video were purchased from Dollar Tree. And because I am updating the Rainbow High house, I am going to use the bedding that comes with the house to make the fall bedding. So I knew that I wanted my comforter and my pillows to be the same size. So I just wanted to, one, make sure that I had enough fabric, and two, make sure that I'm getting it as close in size to the Rainbow High bedding as I possibly can. So initially I started off trying to measure, and then I just decided to use the bedding itself and basically just mimic the size of the comforter and the pillows. So I do have a cutting roller that I purchased from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to use it just to trace around the bedding. And with this particular tool, you have to be very careful and make sure that you're leaving enough room so that you, one, don't cut the existing fabric, and two, don't cut yourself. There is a covering on the cutter where you can push up or down, and it will cover it or uncover it. So I think that that's a good thing. This is sharper than it actually looks. So again, just be careful. Normally, if I'm sewing the bedding, I try to leave a seam allowance. This time I won't be sewing. I'm actually going to use the tacky glue, but I'm still going to use allow for the seam allowance or the extra fabric, just in case. So you'll see me going back and forth throughout the video just to make sure that my measurements are accurate. And I think the bedding is actually 12 by 5 times 11 by 5, if I'm not mistaken. And I purchased some, what are they called? Fat quarters from Dollar Tree as well. They were 5 in a pack for $5. And to me, there's no difference in the fat quarters that you purchase from Dollar Tree in comparison to those that you may purchase from Walmart. And this is the overall fabric that I chose for the comforter or bedding. And I'm just going back and making sure that I'm laying down the fabric in each corner. Now I'm just comparing the other fabrics that came in the packaging to see which one I want to use. When I pulled out this turquoise fabric, I realized that that particular print is on the comforter. So I decided to use these two for the pillows. And I'm doing the same thing with the pillows that I did with the bedding, just using it to measure my fabric or cut my fabric. And I was undecided about the number of pillows that I wanted to make. I know that the ones that come with the Rainbow High house are pretty long, so I just decided to stick with that style. And I'm going to use, I call it filler, but it's called poly filler, I think. But this was purchased from Walmart, and the entire bag was about $6, and I've had this bag for about 6 months, so it does last a long time. So I'm still using that tacky glue to make the pillowcases as well, following those same steps as I did with the bedding. And I decided to use tacky glue this time because the previous bedding that I made, it was a little bit time consuming trying to sew everything So I just decided to try this out. I've seen this used in a couple of videos when it comes to fabric, so I just wanted to try it out. And then midway through making the pillows, I decided that I wanted to place a bow on the decorative pillow. So I just took some extra fabric and fan folded it. And I took one of my clips from Dollar Tree to hold it together. Then I took some extra fabric, and I'm going to use this fabric to cover up the middle of the bow. So again, I'm just placing that tacky glue on, and I'm going to fold this fabric piece over twice. And then once it dries, I'm going to use that to cover up and hold the bow together. And I can say I like this better than using my glue gun when it comes to fabric. So this will probably be my go-to moving forward. And I'm just applying enough glue to stick it together. And this is the final look of the bed. That's the decorative pillow, and then the extra long pillows that I made. And then I did decide to take the auburn color fabric and make some placemats with it. And I just cut the fabric in the desired size, front and back, and used that same tacky glue and just waited for it to dry. So this is how everything looks back in the Rainbow High house. Looking over it and thinking about the colors that are in it, I decided that I may want to do something different in regards to the furniture. So I did make a rug to match the placemats. And then once I looked at it, I kind of figured that I wanted to do something else, or maybe add something else to it. These pedestals came from Dollar Tree, as well as the plants. So in the living room, I did go ahead and add the nightstand from the bedroom. This is just plastic cups that I bought from Dollar Tree with a tea light. And then I switched out the dresser in the bedroom since I put the nightstand in the living room. And that's another one of the lamps that I made. And I just printed a TV from my Froggy stuff and put it there. And I ended up finding this, I don't know if it's a rug or a portrait, but I found it on Pinterest, and so I printed it out and just put some foam underneath, and those are the two pillows.